Hi, I'm going to show you how I kill Elhanan on Cruel mode. I'll get right into it in case you're busy or in case you're trying to learn this really quick. And then if you stick around for the whole video, I'll go into finer points in more detail later in the video. Hopefully it won't be too long. Let's go ahead with full speed Cruel mode Knight Elhanan kill. So the first thing we need to do is find the aggro position that's right here. Do a full charge up and to the left. Has to be full charge. Walk over to here. Aggro. Come over to the wait position. Now we're waiting. There. As soon as his feet touch the ground, we walk up, and here is where we pull. And that's the fast way of killing Knight Elhanan in Cruel mode. Now I'm going to go over a lot more detail. If you're jumping out of the video now, thank you for watching. If you're sticking around, I hope to cover all of your questions. So there are 3 positions you need to know. First position is the aggro shot position. So that one, the aggro position is right here. It's 3 dots on the ground that I look for. Big dot right here, little dot right here, and then medium dot just under my feet here. So these 3 dots is that's the visual cue I use. And then the aggro shot is just that. The thing is, when you shoot your aggro shot with the D-pad, 2 things are important to observe here. 1, the arrows overlap. That didn't actually aggro. That's what we want. We don't want to aggro until we're ready. Second is, you see I moved out of position here. I don't want that. So if that happens, that's okay. Just get right back into position and then move on to the next step. If you're too high and then you try moving on to the next step, you will be out of position here in the second position, and we do not want that. One thing you can do to avoid moving after your aggro shot, and I do this on when I'm doing real runs, is I will do a pause buffered release. So what I did there is I fully charged and then I pushed the start button to bring up the menu. Then I let go of the D-pad, and then now if I unpause, I won't move. In fact, I can unpause and hold right, and I'll start moving right away. So you can actually start the fight anywhere along this line, as long as your arrows are overlapped. So I could just start the fight here, and then move over to the second position, the wait position. The thing is, if you fire your aggro shot and move to the right immediately, your shot will not make your arrow overlap until you're about halfway between the pillars. So there's no point shooting and then trying to aggro here or anything. So make sure you make it halfway across between the pillars and then you can aggro. I'm not going to do it just yet, but we'll aggro from here in a sec. Then you come over to the wait position. Here we wait a little bit. That's why it's called the wait position. What we're looking for is for Elhanan to come to the middle of the room, and then he'll stomp down. That stomp is really easy to see because he'll telegraph it. He'll like bump up in the air and then slam down on the ground. As soon as he slams down, we just walk up. And then the pull position is essentially anywhere in here. The visual cue I use is lining it up with the bottom of this pillar. So this is the ideal pull position, but I've gotten it to work up here. I've gotten it to work down here. It's really anywhere in here, but again, the target is nice and lined up with the bottom of the pillar. This strat could be done with control stick, except the aggro shot. That might need a D-pad or a very precise control stick. Another thing that I do sometimes on my runs is in the wait position, instead of waiting for him to stomp down and then walking up, what I'll do is I will just open the menu again. If I did the buffered shot release from the aggro position, sometimes my menu selector will be in the wrong spot, so I'll open the menu and bring it over to where it's supposed to be. And another thing you can do is, if you're doing that menu trick just to reset your menu, you can hold up. Right now I'm holding up on the D-pad. It could be control stick too. And as soon as Elhanan's feet touch the ground, just unpause. and then pull from the pull position. So I'm going to carefully get my arrow back here and show you everything again in full speed. And if you like, you can time it. Thank you now for watching the video. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Come to the Discord if you're not quite getting it. I'll come and help troubleshoot. Really anytime. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.